What's up, Planeswalkers? ThyrixSyx back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena, and today we're playing a deck. There's a lot of stuff about it. So I'm gonna talk for a second. I'm gonna get into the deck tech, and then I'm gonna jump into some games. So if you want to skip me talking, look in the description below. You'll find the timestamps for the matches. So this is a deck I played against when I was playing mono white. When I was testing my mono white deck. This is something that I came up against, and I was intrigued. I was like, there's no way this is going to work. I got them super low, and then out of nowhere, I died. And I was like, that's really interesting. So I was trying to decide today between playing this, some version of this, or my Jund Aristocrats deck. And when I went searching for this, apparently, Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, this is a thing that he did. I had no idea. I'm not actually subscribed to the MTG Goldfish channel, just because they put out a lot of stuff, and not all of it is stuff that I'm interested in. I do check them out when I see something in my recommendeds, but I don't love all of the stuff. That said, they do put out a huge variety of things, so if you don't know about them yet, and I assume you do, check them out for sure. And definitely check out the articles that they did for this entire deck. It's really informative and really helpful. So, apparently, Saffron Olive made this, like, two days ago, I think, for you guys. I had no idea. And now I'm, like, not helping the quote-unquote problem. When you have, like, content creation for games like this, card games, you very often see kind of, like, subtle warping of the metagame based on what people are playing. So, you know, as soon as Merchant puts out a video on a certain deck that he came up with, you know, you're going to see that deck more often. Same with Saffron Olive, same with, you know, anyone else who's like super popular and super well known, just because enough of their audience is going to want to try and test that deck out. And I'm still relatively small, but I wouldn't be surprised if at least like one or two people play this deck because of how fun it is. It's a very fun deck, and once again, I definitely suggest checking out MTG Goldfish's article for this. I'm going to try and remember to put it in the description for this video when I upload it, but definitely check out MTG Goldfish. I use MTG Goldfish for looking at the modern metagame, because I'm not able to currently play in the modern metagame, so it's just my way of keeping up with it. So they have a lot of really good articles, as well as it's a nice format. It has, you know, tools, as well as like information on card cost. So it's a nice thing. It's one of the sites that I use frequently. I should probably do a video on the resources I use for Magic. That might be interesting as a bonus video. But anyway, I do, you know, sort of apologize for the fact that this is just like a stock list from something that was put out yesterday, but it's so cool. And I played a few games with it, and oh my gosh, it's really fun. So the point of this deck, we're going to get into the deck tech now. The point of this deck is to mill the crap out of yourself and hit Narcomoebas, Arclight Phoenixes, and Creeping Chill. I sorted this a second ago, and now it's all unsorted again. How dare you? But yeah, so like the main cards that we get here are these. So yeah, I'll go through the entire deck in order like this. Yeah, that seems fine. So Maximize Altitude is a card that really is just there to help you get your third spell cast per turn. At least that's what I've been using it for. And it does allow you to get some extra value on like a Narcomoeba if you have it out before you end up doing your full turn. But for the most part, it is used for having an additional spell, as well as discarding your Arclight Phoenixes to get them back from the graveyard. You want to make sure that you're getting through like your entire deck, so this functionally just makes our deck smaller. Same with Discovery Dispersal. This card just makes it so we can bin our Creeping Chill. Well, we can bin any of these, as well as we are making our deck functionally smaller. You almost never use Dispersal. It's just not a thing that you need to do, really. Chart of Course, very similar to Maximize Altitude. You play this card in order to discard your Arclight Phoenixes. That's really what you want to be doing, and it does help that you are drawing through more of your deck. Radical Idea, you draw through your deck, you use the Jumpstart on pretty much any of these, and there's a cool thing here that I'll talk about in a moment, but Unexplained Disappearance is actually really helpful, because it can get rid of an opponent's, usually Crackling Drake. That's what I found. I use this against most. You get rid of their Crackling Drake, and you are able to Surveil. Surveil obviously is very nice in dumping these in the yard. and you are now free, you know, in the air to be able to block. You also can use it to, like, not die. I found that this deck can get rushed down, but Creeping Chill helps so much in that regard. Mission Briefing, Surveil, you dump these things, you potentially cast some more things. Really, I've used Surveil relatively infrequently, and it's almost always just using another Discovery, because you want to get to a point with this deck where you have basically no cards left in hand, or in your deck. And if that is the case, if you have like 5 cards left, you're almost certainly have just won the game. And the reason why is Creeping Chills put your opponent functionally at 8. Your opponent functionally starts at 8, and you functionally start at 42, right? Yeah, 3 times 4 is 12, yeah. So your opponent takes 12 damage, essentially, over the course of the entire game, for free, no counters. Like, they can't deal with that. And you functionally start the game with 12 extra life, and it's insanity. And you can put them back with Wand of Vertebrae. So you can exile this and shuffle 5 cards back into your library. Those are almost always going to be Narcomoebas and Creeping Chills, and additional Wand of Vertebrae, just so you don't like deck yourself. But you shuffle these in to use more milling of yourself to get even more of these Lightning Helix type effects. It's insanity. Against Control, it's so easy to win as long as you hit them like once with half a full board of Arclight Phoenixes. You don't need to deal more damage than that, because your opponent functionally starts at 8. It's crazy. Narcomoebas, helpful early, in that if you really need to, you can block when you mill them. But often I found that you can just ignore your opponent. Unless they're a super aggressive deck, you can just say, I don't care what you're doing, I'm going to mill the crap out of myself, I'm going to hit you with Narcomoebas, I'm going to hit you with a couple Arclight Phoenixes once, and Creeping Chills means you've died. I've not come up against a life gain deck with this yet, but I assume that would still be fine, because those life gain decks are likely to have fewer answers to Arclight Phoenix, unless of course they're running Settle the Wreckage, but usually I see life gain decks be more aggressive than not, so Arclight Phoenix, they come back after casting 3 spells. Very, very easy to cast 3 spells. And it's also very easy to just have all of those cards in the bin for the reasons I've already stated. You know, you dump it with Jumpstarts, you dump it with Charter Courses, with any of your Surveil, and then you can dump it with Drowned Secrets as well as Wand of Vertebrae. So I'll talk a little bit more about Wand of Vertebrae. You can just, every turn, just mill yourself for 1. You don't ever worry about milling in something that you might want to use. Really, the only things that you should care about losing are Drowned Secrets, and you only really need 2 of them. It's unfortunate when you lose all of them, but you can theoretically shuffle them all back with Wand of Vertebrae. You're probably not going to need to. Your win percentage does kind of factor in based on how many Drowned Secrets you get. At least that's what I found. I prefer to have about 2 on the field, and then I just start going crazy. 3 still fine. 4, gets a little risky, but you can always just turn it to your opponent. If you're worried about decking yourself, just turn it on your opponent. You're going to mill them for a little. You're not going to win by mill, almost certainly. But, once you get to the point where you're worried about milling, you should win the game. It really is that simple. You cast Drowned Secrets, hopefully on 2 or 3. You cast another one, hopefully on 3 or 4. And then you just cast blue spells. And you mill yourself, and you win the game. And it's actual madness. So there are a lot of intricacies involved in this deck that I may not have actually caught. Hopefully some of them will come up during the game, and I'll point them out. But, the main ones being, you can shuffle Narcomoebas and Creeping Chills back into the deck with Wand of Vertebrae. So if you have them in your hand, you can discard them to the Jumpstart and Charter Courses and whatnot, and then use them potentially later. Discovery is something where you can, if you're like late-ish in the game and you're like, you don't have any Arclights for whatever reason, maybe you got Settle the Wreckage or something, and you're being bored down on, and you really need some life gain, or you really need those last points of damage, Discovery is actually super good because it is so cheap that you can kind of just freewheel those 2 Surveils, and even if you draw a Creeping Chill, you can sometimes just win the game like that. So there are a bunch of, random things that might come into play, but it's a very intricate deck. Once again, I think it's explained a lot better in the actual MTG Goldfish article, so I'm going to try to remember to link to that. I'm going to, once again, go over the sideboard. I think people appreciate when I do that, even if I don't end up using the sideboard. This is, as I said, just complete stock copy of Saffron's list, and this is just because you know, as I've said in previous videos, I am not a great deck builder. I think I'm a much better player than deck builder. And I didn't want to change anything up too much. If I did make changes, to be honest, I would probably drop mission briefing to 3 and up Charter Course to 2. I really liked Charter Course because it's an even more consistent way to drop your Arclight Phoenixes in. But you know, that's just my personal thing. It might be incorrect. It might be that mission briefing is just better, and I haven't gotten all those play patterns. But so I'm going to go to the sideboard. We are just going to do best of ones. I will say I don't think this deck suffers too much in best of 3s over like best of 1s being better, but I just prefer best of 1s with this style of deck because I get to see more action, more variety in the same video, so that's why. Negate helps against any control deck. It also helps if you know your opponent is going to be bringing in some form of hate against you. Cast Down helps you stay in the game if your opponent, especially like in the mono green. I think mono green is probably one of the worst matchups here, just because their creatures get so large so quickly that you're not getting burst down from like, you know, chunks of 2 and stuff. You're getting burst from like, you know, chunks of 5 starting on turn 2 if they had a good start, right? So Cast Down helps you eat those these relatively large early game creatures. Sorcerous Spyglass, it helps against Planeswalkers. I'm sure there's probably something else. It does help against Thrashing Bronodon. So if you end up bringing it in against Golgari midrange, you might be able to hit Thrashing Bronodon as instead of an opposing Planeswalker. That said, you know, Drowned Secrets is like the main focus of the deck. If it does get destroyed, it is going to hurt you a bit. I have Sinister Sabotage here, just as kind of a placeholder. The actual deck runs Admiral's Orders. I didn't want to craft that card because I knew I wouldn't be running the sideboard. But, you know, Admiral's Orders, it's just better. The point of the Admiral's Orders, I'm almost certain, is Settle the Wreckage, right? What you do is you attack with Arclight Phoenix, and then you have, you know, 1 mana left over to counter Settle the Wreckage. Sinister Sabotage does not do that, right? You're typically not going to have more than 2 mana open when you attack with those Arclight Phoenixes from the grave. So it's not a 1-to-1 slot out. Honestly, I would say even Spell Pierce would be a better inclusion because that still costs 1 mana. So 2 Fiery Cannonades, go White Aggro, sleep, go White Aggro. Price of Fame, I never pronounce this darn card right. Price of Fame is, once again, against those kind of mid-rangey decks, very similar to Cast Down in that line, except this hits Legends, and it even is cheaper when it hits Legends. But it also has the Surveil, which is very nice because it helps out your mill strategy, etc., etc. And of course, Ritual of Soot to kill those go-by strategies. So, without even more ado, let's hop into some games. I absolutely, 13 minutes, my bad. I absolutely have been loving playing this deck. And once again, I feel a little bad that I'm like flooding the market, going against Atomical. Or not the market, I'm flooding like the ladder, because Saffron, you know, he's super popular. This is a good hand. And, you know, I'm certain plenty of people are playing this deck right now. But another thing you might notice is we're in silver. Our person is in relatively low bronze. This deck has essentially Arclight Phoenixes as, you know, the good cards, quote unquote. It like has a low deck rating for some reason, which means you're probably going to be placed, or you're probably going to be matched with someone lower on the ladder than you. So that's a thing. And it'll pass turn. White of some sort. Let's see if they're a second color, perhaps Lesnia. Nope. Mono white Knights potentially. Knights is a little frightening because they do have those insane turns with History of Benalia. I like Discovery here. Discovery can help us out in putting stuff in the yard, but we're just going to Drown Secrets here. Chart a Course. So, you know, drawing the Arclight Phoenix is kind of bad. We're just going to go ahead and Drown Secrets. We want to get this online as soon as possible. Chart a Course can dump one of these. Okay, Resplendence. I guess it's just mono white in general. I do need to draw lands. So I think I'm going to Discover here. Target myself. Got a Creep and Chill, very helpful. So as you can see, it's like I never got hit. Creeping Chill gets dumped. Maximize Altitude, we don't need it. We would actually rather draw it to get a thing. And another Creeping Chill. Awesome. We've dealt 6 damage to our opponent, and you know, we're still 22. That said, we do need another land. We haven't even milled any lands. We just need another one. There it is, and we're going to pay life for that. We can do 1, 2. We can't do 3 and still mill things. So I think I would rather Discovery here and try to get... Is that correct? Because we played a land. Yeah, no, I don't think we can play 3 spells this turn. So I think I would rather Discovery and try to get, like, Narcomoebas in the yard. We kind of want this. I don't think we want the Disappearance, though. Yeah. We would mill it anyway, because we're going to be playing Opt. Actually, I think it's better to just play this now. Just to discard this. And mill ourselves. No Narcomoeba, unfortunately. If we did get Narcomoeba, we would absolutely be able to block this. Because our opponent either eats this, or eats the damage, or they lose it, and I'm fine with either of those. We are getting kind of low, so we need to get value here. I don't think I'm going to be paying red mana, so I think Chart of Course is fine. And we just want to be dumping cards, because we do need blockers. Okay, that is good. Got 1 Phoenix. Dump this. So that's 1 spell. Oh, what a fool I am. I actually can't get a second spell. Whoops. I might have killed us. Yeah, I shouldn't have used Maximize Velocity. I don't want to draw that. Can I draw a 1 mana spell? I can't. I died. So I died there. Because I'm a bad player. Not because the deck is bad. I died because I'm bad. Oh, man, darn. Yeah. I think I could have done something different in order to win that. I will say, I've only played like 5 games with this deck at this point. I think this was my first loss, to be honest. But it is a deck that requires you to practice with it. It has different lines, and it might seem straightforward, but there are many, things to take into account as we face Keswick here. Most importantly is, when do you cast what, right? That's incredibly important. Oh, man. So this is, like, otherwise a great hand because of the fact that we have the turn 2 Drowned Secrets. But these 3 cards functionally mean we only have 4 cards in our hands. We really don't want these cards. That is a problem with this deck, in that it sometimes has bad mulligans. I think I'm going to mulligan. I'm not sure if I should, but the fact that we have these in hand is really bad. This is fine. We get a turn 1 Wand of Vertebrae, and we have some nice value here. This is fine. Oh, perfect. Best scry we could have gotten. Awesome. So as long as our opponent isn't super aggressive, alright, and they don't seem to be, we should be under a good start. And we activate Wand of Vertebrae essentially every time we can. We could obviously mill things that we would rather not, like another Drowned Secrets, but it's best to just ignore those potentialities and mill. Sure. We will play... So our Drowned Secrets probably is going to get countered. Unfortunately. Well, not every deck is running main deck Negate. This one is. Yes, they're not. They faked me out. So it's possible they have Essence Scatter. Probably going to Lightning Strike me end of turn, is my assumption. I assume this is just Izzet Spells. Or not. Maybe I'm just super wrong and I shouldn't speculate. Enigma Drake? Alright. You have a 0/4 Drake. I do not remotely care. I'm going to mill myself. Good sir. What? Oh. Sure. That's fine. I don't care about this yet, so I'm going to Discovery. It's unfortunate we got that in our hand, but we can rectify it. No thanks, and we will take a wand actually, because we can play that this turn. And take action. and play a wand. And now we have more milling. The reason we're doing this end of turn is we don't want an Narcomoeba to be something they can just, like, get rid of whenever they want. Yeah, our opponent, unfortunately, does not have a very aggressive start. Alright. And a Drowned Catacomb. Maximize, sure. We could just cast Creeping Chill. Yeah, I mean, here my opponent isn't really doing much, so I'm fine just casting it. It doesn't, like, forward our game plan, but, you know, it is still a Lightning Helix. Chart a course, sure. Assume you're going to discard a Phoenix. Yep, so this is the Drakes and Phoenix deck. Usually they don't play Enigma Drake, though. Usually they play Crackling. Yeah, I'm at 26. 1 damage is, or 2 damage is totally fine. And more milling. So I would love another Drown Secrets, I guess. Narcomoeba is nice. Because I can hit them. Mission Briefing. I like Mission Briefing on Discovery here. Yeah. Do. So I'm just binning a bunch of stuff. I don't think I want either of these. Nah. I just want to mill as much as I can. Do this on Discovery. And we will cast Discovery. Creeping Chill is nice. I mean, you see that we've not attacked our opponent yet, and they're already at 11. Goodbye. Unfortunately, we don't have another land to cast another spell. But that's fine. Next turn, we can get them back. I might as well attack. I'm at 27, right? Like, I don't need to care about their dinky drakes. We've got 2 Phoenixes. We've used 2 chills from the yard. Sure. So I will say, I did misspeak, I think, earlier. You can't use Wand of Vertebrae to use these a second time. It's that when you use them from hand, you get them back. Wow, alright. Lots of shocks going on. It's more damage. Let's go ahead and see if we have another Narcomoeba. I'm fine blocking with it. Nope. Alright, so I need to... Let's see. I think I'm going to chart a course into double maximize altitude. Yeah. Let's get rid of a radical idea. I'm actually going to do this. No, I need to do this first, actually, because I might get an additional Phoenix. Oh no, but that I think that wins me the game there. So yep, I have 3. So unless my opponent has a shock and I know one of their cards, we should theoretically just win the game. Yep. Oh, it's so good. Oh, that's nice. That's what I like to see. Hopping in for a 3rd game. Third game against Shingo as Chandra. I'm not in love with this hand because of the Creeping Chills. And we don't even have a Secrets. We do have a Secrets now. And no chill. So, seems good. No thanks. Because I would draw that before I get a chance to get rid of it, yeah. We do need to remember that we have one of those chills on the very bottom of the library, though. Is it mono red? Alright, let's see if we can race them. Play Secrets into Discovery. Probably into Discovery again. We do want a few more lands, but... Good choice of land from our opponent. This is an aggressive deck. We will just play this here. Nope, I didn't want to do that. I like Opt. Yeah, Opt is fine. I'm just going to cast it now. It's possible to save it. Or it's possible I should save it, I should say. But, nah. Yeah. Sure. Nothing great in our graveyard just yet. Yeah. Steamkin, sure. Do need to hit some Creeping Chills. Once again, I'm going to Discovery here. Creeping Chill, goodbye. Maximize Altitude, goodbye. I guess I should have kept a land. Because I knew I would have wanted to cast 4. Yeah, that's probably correct. Probably correct. So we're looking at going to 7 here. Not great. And let's see if we can go ahead and hit a Narcomoeba, please. Nope. Got a Chart, of course. Narcomoeba is helpful. That Creeping Chill was not, nor was not drawing another land. Can I have the Narcomoeba? So I can block. Although it probably just kills that. We're probably dead. And once again, I do think it was my error. I should have left the land on top and drew the land to make sure I would have had 4, since there are so many 2-drops in the deck. Yeah, I think that was a user error, because I'm not yet used to the way the deck works. Yeah, that's me dead, I'm sure, right? Because they can kill one of my Narcomoebas with Fanatical Firebrand. Yeah, so they misplayed that, I think. Oh no, they can just kill me with Fanatical Firebrand. Darn. You're slow. Alright, so that's 2 games lost. One for sure because of user error. One partially because of user error. I do think that the aggro deck did pretty well. Obviously, if we were doing sideboards... What? Blargosaurus. Alright. If we were doing sideboards, we would have a lot of play against that style of deck, but, you know. Narcomoebas, stop. We do have a wand, but double Narcomoeba is not what I want to see. This is better. Technically, our last hand was like kind of a 5 or 6 lander, or 6 hand. This is more of that. We want to get the milling as soon as possible, I think. It's possibly incorrect. But So there's like a thing where I could mill first, or I could draw first, and you know, one of those things might be better than the other. I don't think it matters, to be honest. You can't predict really what your deck's like what your deck order is. I just so happened to get lucky that both of them were islands. So that was my lands. It's not really a point in mission briefing. So I think I just passed the turn. Yeah. Something important. Opt Scries. Doesn't surveil. Opponent not doing much. I assume they're on some sort of... Yep. I actually want to draw that. This is why I did this in response. Because now I can discard a Phoenix. And it's like I didn't discard anything at all. Well, technically I discarded the Opt, but I'm getting the Phoenix in. It's fine. I'll opt again, see what I can get. I would like to draw a Drowned Secrets, especially since my opponent's tapped out. Incredibly rude. No Drowned Secrets. Play a Watery Grave tapped. Sure. And I guess I just passed the turn in Radical Idea. My turn? Right? I mean, I could have gotten like one Arclight Phoenix back, but I don't think it's worth it. Like, my opponent is functionally, as long as I can get all of my Creeping Chills, they are functionally at 8. Another campaign. I'm essentially discarding this island to jumpstart or to Disinformation campaign anyway, so that's unfortunate. See, if I did it in a different order, then I would have gotten the Creeping Chill trigger. But I don't. Once again, I don't think you can really care too much about that. All right, this needs a target. Awkward. I really want to find a Drowned Secrets. The card is kind of integral. We do want to keep the chart a course in order to discard this Phoenix. Unless, of course, they force us to discard a card anyway in order to discard the Phoenix. But I need more mill, as you can see. Not enough mill is happening. So our opponent, technically, on 11, since one of our Creeping Chills went straight to the yard. Or, didn't go straight to the yard, I should say. Eldest Reborn. Sure. That's going to make me discard a card, but... another Creeping Chill. That is unfortunate. That is even more unfortunate. I can't believe you've done this. I'm going to... Real bad draws. I'm just gonna discard Creeping Chill, I think. I can get it back with Wand of Vertebrae. If this game goes super long, I don't think I'm too worried about it. Obviously, they could, if they cast the Doom Whisperer, then that's bad. But I don't know if they're going to. I guess they can steal one of my Arclight Phoenixes. Do I have all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so I do want to cast 3 spells now. 1, 2, and I can't actually just yet. That's helpful. I'm gonna see what I get with Discovery. Oh no, because this has to target a creature too. So I think I actually have to hold up Wand of Vertebrae in order to shuffle those back in. That sucks, but I think I kind of have to. Yeah, so we'll play another one. We'll play 2 more. And if my opponent counters this, it's like totally fine. But yep. And then our opponent is going to... I'm going to do this. And then full control. I'm full controlling because I don't know if they're going to actually like give me a chance to do this. All right. This. And I'm going to hit all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Oh, right. There we go. All right, they get nothing. They pretty much got nothing from that. They did get all of my Arclight Phoenixes out, and you could have argued that who's playing this? You could have argued like not to do that, but the UI is such that I can't actually see what cards my opponent is putting in. I do have 3 hits against this, luckily, but they draw whenever I cast my creature spell. All right, maybe draw a lot of cards. I guess I can force them to discard as well. You can see how different the game is when you don't have any of your Drowned Secrets. Are they? They're not even in the graveyard, right? Yeah, I just haven't drawn them. Kind of lame. I assume my opponent's going to discard 3. Nope. Interesting. So I can get back that Arclight Phoenix. Because I gotta maximize altitude. Oh, but I can't if I... Oh, no, I'm going to draw a card. Well, that's awkward because I don't want to draw this. So I guess I put this to the front. Yeah, so I draw... Yeah, okay. So then I do this on that. So next turn I can Drown Secrets. Finally start attacking my opponent. Ooh, what a crazy game. Let's see if they just tap out for Nezahal again. I wouldn't be surprised if they played Doom Whisperer here. Nope, they just tap out for Nezahal. I can block that with Narcomoeba. I mean, at least once I'm going to attack them. So we're going to go and cast this. Yeah, sure, draw cards, I don't care. I need to mill. And here I attack. Fungal Infection. Main decked. Interesting. Pretty sure I want a Wand of Vertebrae. End of turn. Yeah. I'm fine taking 8 here. And I presume that my opponent is going to hit me for 8. Arclight might die, which would suck. Yeah, Chupacabra. Sure, I guess that's fine. We are going to have a kind of difficult time casting 3 spells again. How many of these have we used? 1? We've only used 1 Creeping Till. Yeah, I would rather attack them with Narcomoebas. I don't think it's reasonable for me to try and cast Drowned Secrets here. 7, 8, 10. I'm at 1? Yeah, I think I have to discard this. Sure, draw more cards. That was not good. And I don't think we play it, because we will want to use Jumpstart if we get another one. We do have another Radical Idea. Creeping Chill. So we've used one. I think one's in the graveyard. Yeah, one is also in the graveyard. So we do have 2 live Creeping Chills here. And let's see if we can get a Narcomoeba to block. Cool, we got a Narcomoeba to block. Let's slow them down a little bit. Hopefully enough for us to finish them off. Yeah, I'm gonna wand again. That's a bad draw. Damn, that's just an awful draw. Why am I doing this now? I don't know. Is that my last Narcomoeba? 1, 2... No, so I do have another Narcomoeba. Sorcery, we kind of have to cast it now, so we don't die. 18 cards left. Well, we could shuffle in the Creeping Chills. I assume this is going to get countered. Man, once again, I think this is just a misuse of the deck. I think I'm just playing it poorly. Yeah, I mean the games I played before I recorded, all were wins. And of course, this is what happens. Screw it. I think people are going to be interested enough in this deck that I think I'm going to just play more games. I think I have to keep the lands. 18. We have what? Two Arclight Phoenixes left. Yeah. Yeah. I think this was just a bad draws amidst bad plays. I need exactly Narcomoeba here. Nope. Yeah, that one. I'm chalking that up to bad draws, bad plays. But we're gonna play some more. I really have been enjoying this deck. I just need to stop being a scrub lord. Drink some mango peach water. It's real good, Kazman. It's real good. I just realized I was holding tokens. Nope. Sure. We could theoretically discard it. Sure. I think we're fine having that land. Turn 1 is going to be Wand. Turn 2, Drowned Secrets. Opponent on some sort of Golgari, most likely. Yeah, I want to get secrets out. Abzan Explore. That is going to be a problem. Yeah, this is going to be a problem. Because our opponent is going to gain a lot of life. And have a large creature. So I need, like, Unexplained Disappearance. Alright, alright. Not that bad. I can't wait for them next turn to play a Jadelight Ranger, though. That's, like, going to be the actual, like, loss of this game. Real good hits on this wand, though. I can't lie. Real good hits on this wand. Let us play the Sulfur Falls, I guess. Let's maximum. I can do 1, 2, I have no idea. That's all I want. Sure. I want to be able to discard Phoenix. I guess I should have waited till next turn. Yeah, that was dumb. I immediately regret my decision. Yeah, because next turn if I... So yeah, if I draw a spell, next turn I could have cast this, cast it again, discard this, cast it again. Opponent's going to gain 6 life. Just awful. Jeez. Yeah, this is a matchup that I don't think is going to be very great. I'll mill myself some more. I'll play another land and just attack. Why does this happen? Oh, they can blow up artifacts or enchantments. This is like the actual worst matchup. I don't think I could have come up with a worse matchup. We even had good draws. Jeez, dang. And then we have bad draws. All right. I won another game. The video is not showing you the power of this deck. And I'm very disappointed. It's good. Or maybe it was just a statistical fluke. And during my testing, it just did well, because statistically, you're bound to do well sometimes. Maybe that's it. Who knows? All I know is I'm having fun, so. Oh, I had this whole thing I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about the way Wizards can use Arena to, like, promote other things. What? Poophead Johns? Really? Poophead Jones? With lead speak in it? For shame. It has draw. I'll keep it. Yeah, sure. It has draw, slight interaction. I guess. Opponent appears to be deep. Excuse me, deep in the tank. And decide to keep 7. Oh god, it's red. Is it really a red deck that's going to rope me on turn 1? Please? Stop. Another disappearance is decent. See if we get shocked end of turn. But why? You didn't make any decision. I don't... Yeah, sure, Steam can, sure. I'll probably just disappearance that, to be honest. Nah. Oh, thanks, Narcomoeba. I totally wanted you. Do I want to do this now? No. I want to do it on their turn, because I want them to not have the information that I'm going to do it. Chain Roller? Nope, Pyromancer. Probably Pyromancer plus Lightning. It's bad. Firebrand. Not as bad. And what do we surveil? We'll take that. Well, I find just playing Narcomoeba. I think in this position, I do want to just play Narcomoeba here and hold up Opt. Hopefully we opt into a Secrets, and then we can start casting spells. Yeah, I'm not sure. I assume they're going to use the Firebrand here. Yep. Or Shock. I think Shock is reasonable. They expect to get at least 2 points of damage in with this Firebrand. So, I don't think that's incorrect. Typically in these burn style decks, you do want to preserve your creatures as much as you can, because your creatures tend to have more value. Obviously, if they had like Electrostatic Field, that'd be different, but we don't want that. We want to mill ourselves. This is awful. Do we even take the wand here? Like, we get to start milling ourselves, but it's so slow. I think we don't. I think we kind of have to rest on Disappearance here. That's so bad. If we play another Discovery, this is probably going to be attacking us for 4, 5, 6, 7, down to 5. I can't realistically do that. Just utterly terrible games with a deck that does so well when it's not on camera. Chain Whirler, sure. I'm going to respond here. Because if they put a counter on it, they could like shock and then like get rid of the mana or something. I mean, honestly, I think we have to try and like super mill ourselves. I legit don't know if it's correct at this point. We're so far behind on being able to mill things. Like, we should have things in our yard. Yep, I saw that coming. And like, drawing Wand of Vertebrae right there would not have been enough, right? Like, we're dead. So we have a Drowned Secrets. We need like just to chain value here. That's a good start. Garbage. Not great. We're technically alive. I'm gonna go on a limb and say we're dead. Our opponent is playing burn. Please show me the burn first, so I can choose to concede. Show me the burn. Okay, we're not technically dead. We're down to 2. I am surprised. We've not... Yeah, we don't have any... Alright. We still need to run really well. Radical idea to discard Arclight Phoenix, but I don't think I want to. I think I'd rather Mission Briefing. To discard more? Yeah, I think I need to just... I think I just need to keep hitting... So that's gone. I literally can't use that, so... and then Discovery here. And I think I used Discovery. Once again, I could be doing this wrong. But I like... Alright, Narcomoeba was helpful. Another Arclight Phoenix is nice. Now we're gonna opt. Problem is I'm like almost certainly dead, right? But if I'm not, I kind of want Discovery. Sure. Oh no, I'm actually just dead, I think. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get 3 back. Block, block, block. Alright, if you have a burn spell, please show me it. Come on. Come on, poop head. Alright, that's enough to kill us. Because then all they need is this. Darn. I'm playing another game. I technically don't have time for this, but I don't care. This is for all of you who like them long games, who like those long videos. There's something weird on the side of my monitor. Not on like my screen, on my on the periphery of my monitor. It looks like a grease spot, but I don't ever touch that. It's weird. I miss it. Who are we playing against? Jace? Akisama? Okay, we have Narcomoeba. Maybe that's not a big deal. We have these things. We'll keep this. We're also going first, which is helpful. Alright. I need... Please, show the deck doing what it's supposed to do. For the love of all that is good. You know, for the love of Boros. And to my Spanish viewers, I was talking about nickel. Alright, Sacred Foundry tapped, so Boros of some sort, potentially just Kai. Well, that was bad ordering, but, you know, who cares? Alright, second radical idea. I need to draw lands. Probably Boros. I'm gonna go on a limb and say definitely Boros. Come on! There we go. Didn't draw land. How unfortunate. And we had 2 Narcomoebas. As I said already, this is entirely random, right? You shouldn't stop yourself from mailing yourself from not getting a land. The top of the deck is equally likely to be literally any card in our deck, so. You're gonna wipe away me? Or not wipe away, what is it? Invoke the Divine? If you kill my Narcomoeba, fine. I was probably gonna chump block it with it. I guess next turn we just radical idea discard Phoenix. Vanguard, sure. I'm actually just gonna save the Narcomoeba for Vanguard, I think. Because I'm not under too much pressure yet. I'm still milling myself. Don't be a land. Be creeping chill. You know it to be true. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I've lost my mind. I am full of hatred. Stop! Please! This is 100% random. I have no control over it. Alright, I mean, that's nice, I guess. Can I draw land, please? Please? That's all I ask. I'm waiting for someone to comment, like, you should mill yourself if you need lands. Because it's not true. The same likelihood... So I milled the Drowned Catacomb, and then I drew the Creeping Chill. Same exact percentage that Creeping Chill would have been first, and the land would have been second. So this time I'll opt... I'm still going to mill. I'm going to block that. Opponent could be playing... Phoenix, Conclave Tribunal. I assume on the secrets. Yep. Should hit secrets, dude. Yeah. Damn. We have no way of getting that back in main deck. I will block here. If they want to pay full life for that, it's fine. Yep. But we lost our Drowned. This is pretty much a lost game. What? Why? Why do you hate me? What have I done to deserve this? These all should be in the graveyard. All of them. All of these, well, these 2 should be exiled. These should be in the graveyard. This is nonsense. I guess I just cast Narcomoeba and block some more. This is so stupid. This is... Okay, I want everyone to know that this is statistically unlikely. That said, that is a risk with these styles of deck. These styles... Yeah, styles of deck. From time to time, you're going to draw horribly. And because you're a very, like, linear style, you know, you want certain things to occur in a certain order, it's going to seem real bad. I mean, that's a lightning strike not going in my face, so sure. Can't wait to mill something good and then draw. I don't know, another Arclight Phoenix. Is that what you want to give me? Come on, give me the Arclight Phoenix. Oh wow. I've gone so far down. I just want to show the deck being cool. I'm not done yet, alright? I don't care this is an hour-long video. I'm yelling. I apologize for that. It's nonsense. This is twice as long as I planned on having it. But it's a fun deck, and I want to show it working. It works, I swear. I'm not the crazy hobo you are. I'm not lying. I played 5 practice games. And I never had a problem. Why do you hate me and only me? What have I done to deserve this? Alright, it's fine. We're going to play Drowned Secrets. The Creeping Chill, we're just going to have to cast it. Oh, cool. Turn 1. Awesome. Alright, so we're going to play this. We're going to hope our opponent doesn't have Conclave Tribunal. We're going to play Chart of Course. We're going to mill ourselves. We're going to put the Arclight Phoenix in the freaking graveyard. Cool, they didn't have a 2-drop. Awesome. Chart of Course. Target myself. No, thank you. Thank you, Narcomoeba. Thank you. Another Drowned Secrets. How nice. Do I opt? No. Right? Because I want... Well, next turn... Oh, yeah. Next turn I'm playing Drowned Secrets anyway. So I'd rather just get the additional value off Drowned Secrets. Okay. Alright. Are you going to work with me now? Please? Going up against mono white. Freaking... We're in silver, now we're in bronze again. I'll block. Think I won't. I mean, it looks like my opponent has Trick. I don't care. Use your Trick. Or not. Sure. I take that every day. Stop having lifelink, please. We'll up now, just because I do want to draw land. Like, if I get a land, I'd like to play it. I got Narcomoeba. That's nice. Not a land. Go away. Also not a land. How dare you? 2 garbage cards. We are milling ourselves, though. I'm not getting a lot to show for it. I'll block. I don't want them gaining a ton of life. Shall I? That's unfortunate. Okay, got a land. Alright. Sure. Yeah, sure. Why are we milling so poorly? What the hell? We're going to draw something that we don't want to draw, aren't we? Alright, we're not going to draw anything. Well, I would have liked to, like, had something better here. I feel immense pain and anguish. It's just seeping into my very essence. Feels bad. Sure, Divine. Sure, I'm blocking. Every day. Let's discard the Sulfur Falls, I guess. Creep chill. Let's just discard creep chill. I have no idea. I just want to mill myself. Right? I want cool things to happen. I hate so much. It should be 3. Yay! Let's deal some damage. And now they're completely blocked by Shalai. So we have 1 Creeping Chill here. How many vertebrae do we have? 1, 2, 3. Was that 4? Are you serious? 1, 2, 3, 4. So all our vertebrae are in there. This is stupid. Why? What have I done to deserve this? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just like lose again. I can't go past this. I'm sorry, everyone. It just doesn't want me to show you the secrets. I tried. I tried so hard and got so far. I don't know if you can tell. I've lost my mind. You know what? I'm milling myself. I don't care. Let's get rid of that. No, let's get rid of that. Sure. I don't care. Maybe I just mill them. Sure, fine. You know what? Fine. Can I target you? No, right. Target you. Oh, right, but they're going to play shell. Whatever. I don't care. I'm going on my own terms, alright? Fucking nonsense. I don't need this. Get in for 1 damage, I don't care. I just wanted to show people a fun deck. Even though a more popular person played it already. Is that too much to ask? Just block! Why would you block like that? I'm tapped out. What does it matter? Oh. I hope all of you, the few people who decided to stay with me, could. Oh, good. Good for you. Good. I hope all of you can feel my defeat, my utter anguish. I don't. You know, I'm milling myself. I don't care. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction. Foff. I'm milling myself and you can't do shit about it. Whatever. Target me. I'm going out on my own terms. We're gonna draw some cards. You know what? I opt to do this. This is my option. Target me. That's how I wanted it to end. I'm legitimately disappointed. No, I'm not even kidding. I had such a good 5 practice games. All of them were great. They were awesome. They showcased the deck really well. Had some fun lines. And this, why? Why? I don't know, man. I'd like to thank Izmo, Dizzy Fam, Ragnar, Kyoshin, Daniel Flower, Child, Zaraga, and Macasbad for supporting me on Patreon, because apparently I can't support myself. If you'd like to join them, keeping me sane, find links to that in the description below. Once again, I'm gonna try to have the original article from Saffron Olive down in the description as well. I hope you enjoyed my anguish and suffering. If you did, go and tap that like button, add a subscription to your mana pool, and cast a comment in the comment section down below. Until next time, I'm gonna try to find my sanity. Oh, and all will be 1 or something.